All right, here, hillbillies. So what I want to do today is I'm getting off the Kenworth and I'm kind of getting off my normal topic, but I'm a chainsaw guy. I have chainsaws of all different shapes, sizes, brands. I've got wall hangers that don't run, but they're cool looking. I just like chainsaws. I don't know why. There is a big push to cut down on fossil fuels. I know this is a little political, but I agree that we do need to make a change somewhere. And I know California has a thing where you cannot purchase a gas engine for like your lawnmowers, your weed whackers, your chainsaws are electric. Now, in the logging industry, I don't know how that's going to work, but I wanted to do a comparison today of an electric versus a gas. And I just purchased this Ryobi chainsaw here. It's an 18-inch, which is the biggest one that they had in the store that I could find. And it was like the hardiest one that I looked at quite a few. I have to say that just handling it in the store, this was the better of the rest. Now, the best of the best that I have is this chainsaw right here. It's 91 cc's. It's got a 20-inch bar, and it has so much horsepower that you don't even have to work. It just goes through the wood like butter. And I burn a lot of wood. I heat my house with wood. Well, I heat my house with hot water, which I heat with the wood. And I use all four of those saws I use quite constantly. I'd say one of them's running every week for at least a couple hours. This one, it's like a $150 saw. I've burnt probably 20 gallons of gas in it in the course of 2 years. So what this saw has actually cost me is probably, I would say, in the range of $300 between chains, gas, and the purchase of the saw. Now, as you move up in brands, obviously, this was probably a $350 saw. It's burnt a lot of gas. It's used a lot of chain. I think it's on its second bar. I've probably got $600 in this saw. The next saw up, I believe, was like $900 when I bought it. That's burnt a lot. I've got a lot of money in that one. Next saw up, $1,200 saw. You know, I've got a lot of money tied up in the production of my firewood between these four saws. So what I want to do today is I'm going to lay into some pine that I would normally use either this saw or this saw on, and I'm going to just lay into it as hard as I would with this thing. There's some water running over here for some reason. Anyway, So I'm gonna go test it out, and I'm gonna let you know what I think. This was not cheap. This was 350 bucks with a small battery and a charger. I bought a couple extra chains because I'm gonna do my best to wear this thing out. I don't know yet. Let me go try it out, and I'm gonna get right back with you. Okay, there was round one. All this wood you see cut here, from here to there, I probably cut enough wood to fill my boiler for one day with one charge on the 6 amp hour battery. Comes with a 5 amp hour. I used a 6 that I had previously had for a push lawnmower that I have, which I do enjoy. That works pretty nice. I will say, and this is just a chain, I don't like a double raker chain. I just don't like them. Can't cut with the tip of your saw, which you shouldn't anyway, because it can kick back and bite you. But it's just how I'm used to doing things. I cut up a fair amount of wood here. It's a little underpowered for what I like. I mean, the RPM is good before you hit the wood, but once you hit the wood, it loses power quickly. So I guess you'd have to rely on a 100% sharp chain. If you have dirty wood, I don't think that this is going to last. I am going to grab another battery and give her another whack here. And I'm not sold yet. You know what I don't like about it is that it's so light. It's light. It feels weird. I'm used to having the weight of the saw to do the work, and being as light as it is, it puts more stress on your body to push it through the wood. I am going to keep this saw. I am going to try to destroy this saw. I am going to run it and run it and run it and run it. I'll cut all this wood up with it, one way or another. No matter how long it takes me to do it, I'm going to do it to try to wear this thing out. I don't know. I don't know how I feel yet. It does work, obviously. It cuts. I just don't know how you're going to spend an entire day cutting wood with an electric battery. At least with a gas engine, you're not going to run out of power till you blow it up. You just keep adding gas. So I guess what I have to get around is I got to keep adding batteries, which are expensive. And what kind of pollution does it create to create one of those batteries? Is it environmentally effective? I see another issue right now. This thing leaks bar oil like a sieve. It's not very handy. Is there an O-ring or something in there? But that leaks. What's up with that? It's dripping just sitting there. I don't know. I'll keep running it. Keep working it here for another few minutes and let you know how I feel after another battery. Honestly, I'm more impressed than I thought I was going to be as far as the cut quality. But I think you're going to spend a lot of time sitting around waiting for batteries to charge. That's where I'm at so far on this. So yeah, cut some more and let you know. Okay, I got another battery, and I've got you up on my hat here, and hopefully you can see this. Try to give you a demonstration. And yeah, this is a brand new battery. Let's see what happens. Good clean cuts. Chain works okay. Man, I do not like that double Ricker chain. Not sold yet, fellas. I don't know if you can see this. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. Now you can see right there, it's a very average piece of wood. Doesn't have a whole lot of oomph to get through her there. Small stuff is fine. Really curious to see what it'd do on a stick of hardwood. Probably on, you know, your average homeowner who's just cleaning up, you know, something that fell in the yard or something. It would probably be just fine. But in this kind of production, I just don't see it happening. Like I said, I bought the thing. I'm gonna ruin it to the best of my ability. Yeah. Keep going. Let's kill this battery. it does work. Don't know if I'm sold yet. Oh shoot, let's see. Yeah, double raker chain's a pain in the butt. It's supposed to be anti-kickback, but the other thing too is the saw just, you can't lay right into it. It doesn't have any more power than whatever you pull the trigger. That's it. It's either on or off. Running out of places to stand here. And that's it. That's battery life right there. Probably less than half of what you could get out of a tank of gas. And I'm not saying that, you know, gas is the only way to go, but I will say, for what I do, this little apparatus right here just isn't quite there yet. This is going to be fine for, you know, when I come out here Saturday morning and want to work for a little bit. It'll be fine. Like I said, I bought it. I'm going to use it. I'm going to wear it out. Would I buy another one just like it? Not today. No, I wouldn't buy a fleet of these things. I mean, if you guys know of another saw that works better than this, lasts longer with the battery than this, more horsepower is where I need to be. If this were hardwood, you wouldn't have had a third of this cut. Not even close. For pine, works fine. Probably around the yard, I would imagine I'll get a lot of use out of it. Just cutting brush and things like that. But for production of firewood, I don't think it's where it needs to be. But this is just my opinion. Am I happy with it? Yeah, it's a cool saw. I'm going to use it. It is cool. I'm impressed with actually how much work it did do in that amount of time for what it is. You saw the other saws. I'm used to, you know, big boy saws. This is light, which, you know, I can throw it in the back of my car and not have the car smell like gas. That's going to be handy. When I'm out digging a ditch for say, a generator or a new service to someone's home, I think this will be perfect for ditch work. You know, when you're digging along and you hit roots, you can cut the roots out of your ditch. I think this is going to be ideal for that. This is going to have its place. But to be sincere, I don't think the firewood pile is the place for it. Although I'm going to keep using it. Like I said, we're going to break it, burn it up. And I did spend the extra $50 for the replacement plan. So when it does grenade, well, I'll just go get another one. For $50. What the hell? That's my thoughts on this piece of equipment. 2 batteries. So I guess I can equate, if I'm gonna burn just pine, which pine is what I use in my maple evaporator, my maple arch, wood fired. I split my pine small and I use this in my maple evaporator. It's gonna work for that. I split 2 days worth of wood here, so you figure 1 battery is good for 1 day's wood. What does it cost you to charge a battery? probably less than a gallon of gas. I can probably cut 3 days worth of wood on 1 tank of gas. I'm not seeing a savings other than maybe the environmental impact. So, just my thoughts, just my opinion. Take it or leave it. And that is that. But doing your firewood, that's good for you. Good exercise. It's good for your brain. You know, let you think about other things other than the world. Well, that's what we're thinking about today. But so anyway, folks, drop a comment. Let me know what you think about this. All right, I went ahead and I charged the batteries up again, and I went through 2 more batteries, and I didn't make it through the first battery before the battery itself overheated. I started working things a little harder, you know, just really not working hard, just harder than I was to begin with. And now I have 2 batteries that have overheated, and I cut up probably half as much wood as I did the first 2 batteries. So I'm not having high hopes here. I was really, you know, after the first 2 batteries, I was like, yeah, maybe this will be fine. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll do what I want it to do. And it will work. You just can't work at the pace that you can with that saw over there. Like I said, if you know of a better electric chainsaw, drop a comment, because I'd really like to know. Because it is nice. I mean, it's not noisy. You don't have to pull start it. You just push a button. That part is handy. But when it comes right down to it, the duty cycle on that saw is 100%. The duty cycle on this saw is about 40%, 35%. So, in comparison, I would say that would be it. There's your 100% duty cycle, 35% duty cycle. And with that, that's the end, man. That's all I can say about it. I'll keep working it, keep using it, try to get my money out of it. But as it is right now, I'm going to stick with the old screamers over here. Thanks for watching.